So hello guys and welcome to our channel. I am Erin and this is my superhero Erik and we are the world berries. So today we're going to share our story, how we met. It's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to share my own side of the story and then he's going to share his own side of the story. Back in 2015, I was actually very close to this Swedish family. So together we opened a prayer group. We invited this man of God from the USA. May his soul rest in peace. He passed on last year. And he came in with a man. Later on, they introduced him, and I realized that he was somebody that really feared God. Like, I heard about his introduction and stuff, and I remember the pastor saying that he was a lawyer. So I was like, wow, a lawyer that fears God. I mean, like, that is the man I want for a husband. But I wasn't like thinking about him particularly. I was just thinking about the kind of person I would like to have, right? Because I didn't know anything about him. I didn't know if he was married or whatever. I didn't really know. But I was just impressed by the fact that he was intelligent, he had a really good job, and he feared God. That was what I was really impressed about. So sometime later on, after that event and everything went well, we prayed and stuff and everything went well. After that event, I had a problem. I had a problem with the migration services. I think someone did something with my informations and it got me into trouble. So the family that I was with at that time that knew him told me, oh, I don't worry about this. I'm going to call my friend, the lawyer who will help you. I didn't think it was him, but I was just wanting to have help. So okay, they book an appointment and a date and stuff, and I walk into the room and he's sitting there, and I'm like, oh, this one. So it was the same man, but something like it was really weird. It was really strange because the truth is, after that day, each time I met him, I was really uncomfortable inside. I didn't know how to behave, you know. Oh my God, it's been such a hustle inside me. I didn't know how to behave. I was really uncomfortable. I didn't know. I was just uncomfortable about being where he is. So sometimes I was doing some crazy things because I can get really crazy sometimes. Sometimes I was just trying to just be me, though it wasn't really working sometimes. But nobody would notice because nobody really knew me. So yeah, and then what I didn't say is that I am a lawyer as well in my own country. I practiced law for many years. So this family I'm talking about, they have this project that they were doing in Africa, and they now called me one day, I think it was 2015, still the end of 2015. They needed me to work with them to give them legal advices on their projects in Africa. Strange enough, he too was solicited to give legal advices in Sweden in the same company. So we both had shares in that same company. So most often we met on different occasions, on different meetings. Trust me, this is the biggest snob I've ever met. He didn't care about nothing. I don't even know if he ever looked at me. But I was like watching him all the time. Each time I saw him, like my interest kind of grew more and more because I still went with that admiration I had for this man that feared God, that is really intelligent. So I was now watching him closely, like to see more if he has more of what I want in a man. I didn't know if he was single still. I didn't know, but I was just having this desire to know more about him. He shows very little. Like if you don't know him now, I can actually read him, especially, but I couldn't in the past. So yeah, that's how we had to meet severally until we became friends. I don't even know at what point we became friends on Facebook. I'm sure I should be the one that sent the friend request. I'm definitely sure about that. So so we became friends on Facebook and we kept going. It turned out that in 2016 I was asked to go back to my country to renew my passport before I could have my documents extended. So when I received the documents, I sent it to him so that he will look into it and give me legal advices on if it's the right thing to do. So from there on, as because we're friends, I will always go to him to check anything I receive, if it's something that will get me into trouble, if I have it actually interpreted in the right way. And he was always there. You know, when you go to him for help, I don't know about others, but he was always there for me. He was always there for me, always supporting me, giving me right advices and stuff. So we kind of became a bit close. We started chatting on Messenger. He's a Messenger person. He doesn't use WhatsApp. So we started chatting on Messenger. But unfortunately, I had to go back to my country to have my passport renewed. And when I came back in 2018 as a student, he was really happy. For one time, he told me he was really happy I was coming back, and I was like, oh my God. He's so happy. He's overly happy. What's happening? So then I met this family because it was a mutual friend, and the man like told me that he had feelings for me, though he had never told me that. And I was like, oh wow. But at that time, you know, it was so much of everything because I was in a relationship at that time in 2018. So I was like, oh my God, it can't be. This man can have feelings for me right now when I'm already with someone. He should have said it earlier on, you know. So fortunately, he invited me for lunch somewhere, and we went out for lunch. And he did one good thing: he paid for the bill, something that normal sweets don't do. He paid for the lunch. We had good time. We always have so much to talk about because like we are from the same field when it comes to career. So we can't miss on a topic. Like we both like politics, we both like law, yeah. So we never miss on one topic, and it's been like that. And at the point in time, we had to go separate ways because of something that happened. I'm gonna talk about it some other day, but not today. So we separated for like a year, maybe more. No, a year, 2018. And one time in 2019, out of nowhere, I was so down, and the only person that came to my mind was him. I had no one to talk to. He was the only person that came to my mind. So I wrote to him and I told him I need someone to talk to. I've been going through this down moment and I really don't have anyone to talk to. So you are the only one that came to my mind. And strange enough, he responded and said, let's meet up. I wasn't expecting it from him because he's, like I said, he's a big snob. You never know what he's thinking about. You never know what he wants to do or what he has to do or what he's planning to do. Yeah, you cannot read him. Because never. So I was really excited. And my friend, I had a friend, I was living at my friend's house at that time, and she just told me, go and meet him, go and talk, go. You need to air out, you need to meet someone, you need to just go. I'm going to take care of the kid because I had a little daughter. I think she was 1 year old at that time. Yeah, she was just one. Then I went out, and yeah, from that time he advised me. I was like, I was down, I was done, I was so on the low. I was at the worst stage. I mean, I was at the bottom level, but he kind of raised me up with his words, and he kind of fueled me with motivation, with desire to want to move forward. He kind of gave me a lot of strength, and I picked up from there. And yeah, I like took my life back, and I just went out. So he told me, I want to see you again next time to know how you're doing from now on. So we had another meeting, we went another outing, and it became like a thing. Like each time during the weekend, we look for a place and tell me, have you gone to this place? I'm like, no, I'm not gone to this place. I'm like, okay, let's go. So yeah, already I knew that I admired him, and because of something that happened between us, like I said, I didn't want to talk about it. I kind of felt bad about it, and I was like feeling like I lost something really important. You know, when that thing happened, that's how much I realized that he was really like part of me, and I lost something heavy. It was not a good feeling. So when he came back, I was super excited. I was so happy that he was back, and yeah, it's been outings, but yeah, like I said, we were just friends. Like we talked about everything except for ourselves. Once in a while, I kind of brought in some personal stuff in our discussions to just see at what level he's at, if he has feelings for me, if he's planning on having a relationship with me. Um, no, he always find a way to like. One day we had this great talk about us being together and stuff. And yeah, he was still really hard until we met coincidentally. I think that was the Holy Spirit arrangement. And we had to be at the same city, almost at the same time, and in the same hotel. And yeah, that was when we looked at each other and we knew that we can't keep going. It's been 6 years since the first time I saw him, and for once we were both sure that we needed each other. Yeah, and from that time at the hotel, it took us 2 months and a half to have a wedding. Yeah, so yeah, that was my side of the story. So I'm going to let him say what he thinks. I don't know what was happening in his mind, so I'm going to be listening. Me too, I'm going to be listening right now.
Okay, so here comes the real story, the true story.
Okay. I'm out here.
No, I kind of agree, but we weren't for sure to be a couple, I have to say. It took 6 years, as Irene said, and it's been ups, it's been downs, and until we finally decided that we want to be together and share our lives together. And actually I found that we had so much in common, more than I could ever imagine or believe, and so on. I don't know about that snob part. That's your your opinion. I don't know, but I'm really really happy that we finally could talk things through, and that we finally made up our minds that we got married.
It was more of you making up your mind because I made up my mind a long time ago.
If you say so.
So, where did we meet? I mean, I don't know where you first met me. I know where I met you, but I don't know where you first met me.
Yeah, I know you were at the meeting where I was involved, bringing a friend from the US here. But we also kept meeting through the family that you knew. There was some project. As you said, we were both called in as lawyers to be advisors in a business project in Africa and Sweden. So yeah, no, I'm kind of glad. At least I'm glad that I took the time to get to know you before we really hit it off and got married.
Oh yeah, okay. So you think you know me now?
Yeah. Kind of should after 6 years.
Yeah.
More or less.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Yes.
That's that. I don't know what more to say.
You see what I told you? He is not much of a talkative. He can never know what he's thinking. He doesn't talk very much. But I like him that way because I can be talking for both of us.
And I can correct you when you're wrong. If you're wrong. But you're always right, baby. So
I'm always
no
right.
problem.
Yeah. I'm always right. Yeah, so that was it from us to you. That's how we met, and I can say we're happily married with 3 children. He has 1, I have 2, and yeah, that's all is the family for now. God will decide how it goes further. But I'm actually happy to have someone like him because, you know, he understands me, he loves me so much, he respects me. We have a lot in common, like he said. We have so much in common, and I think we're best friends.
We are.
Yeah, We're your best friends.
You're my most supporting wife too, I have to say.
Aww. That's so sweet, baby.
You too.
Yeah. Yes. So that was it from us to you. If you have any questions, if there's something you want to know about, yeah, you can just drop your comments in.
You know where.
Yes, you know where. Drop your questions and we'll make sure we get back to you.